Storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. We'll grow in number, fueled by the see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by the see the horizon, turn us to thousands. We'll go through the wastelands, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and Seems that you and I lost touch. We knew this would happen. Open oceans between us. Still, it's not hard for me to recall how your eyes felt like fire. Burning tattoos on my skin. The way your smile tasted like red. And now when I'm drunk as hell, I think of you out of the blue. Ooh, why do you miss me like I miss you at 4 a.m. in the dark of my bed? Ooh, why do you miss me like I miss you? Do you miss me like I miss you? Don't miss me like I miss you. Do you miss me like I miss you? Don't miss me like I miss you. Don't miss me like I miss you. I try to call you, don't pick up. You say that you're sorry, busy life has made you tough. Still, it's not hard for me to recall how your arms held me here. Giving reason for the storm or the emptiness I felt when you left. Now when I'm drunk as hell, I think of you out of the blue. Ooh, I do miss me like I miss you at 4 a.m. in the dark of my bed. Ooh, I do miss me like I miss you. Do you miss me like I miss you? Don't miss me like I miss you. Do you miss me like I miss you? Don't miss me like I miss you. Don't miss me like I miss you. Try to be honest. I'm not good at letting down my guard, but I really want it. Before you, I was running in the dark. When you said this was goodbye, that's when I realized I can't live without to be honest, I'm not good at letting down my guard, but I really wanted. Before you, I was running in the dark. When you said these words goodbye, that's when I realized I can't live without, I can't live without you. I want you and only you. I got nothing left to lose. Oh, so I'll keep waiting for you. It's the only thing that I can do to keep my composure. I need you closer. I want you and only you. Show me love. I need yours. I'm too scared to be alone. You're the boy that took my heart, falling down just like the stars. Don't want you to fall apart. Can we go back just like the start? La la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Hi, I just wanted to say that I miss you and I love you. I'm sorry for everything I've done. Call me back. Bye. In my dreams, I scream for you. Lose my mind without you. La la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la. You're the boy, la 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 la, falling down, la 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 la. Don't want you, la 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 la. Can we go back, la 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 la. I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in flames. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to face reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can tell if nobody belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Fast food to which stops in. Hear the children sing aloud. It seems like a tune, the wick burns out. Just wanna be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pocket. Killing like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep. You told me I should go. Need to get running things together. Started another fight. Every time I be in your bed, you call me, I won't know. I'll be drunk in the club all night. You're just a mess, but at least we're fine. Even if it's a little. We got back to back, babe. Generation show us where we go. Oh no, how we're so far away. All each other, baby. Always thinking about you, baby. So maybe I'm not meant for you. Can't go you tonight. Hold me close, so close to happen again. You know what we do to each other. So can't forget about you. You told me I should go. You didn't run things together. Started another fight. Every time I'll be in your bed, you call me, I won't know. I'll be drunk at the club all night. You're just a mess, but at least we're fine. Even if it's a little. We got back to back, babe. Generation show us where we go. Oh no, how we're so far away. Call each other, baby. Always thinking about you, baby. So maybe I'm not meant for you. Can't go you tonight. Hold me close, so close to happen again. And you know what we do to each other. So can't forget about you. Can't forget about you. forget about you. I can't forget about you. Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the sun sets. I hope you still want me. I hope you still need me a million years from now. The seasons are changing, the nights ever fading. It's time we left the ground. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love. It keeps me high, keeps me high. Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the sun sets. I hope you still want me. I hope you still need me a million years from now. The seasons are changing, the nights ever fading. It's time we left the ground. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love. It keeps me high, keeps me high. I hope you still want me. I hope you still need me a million years from now. The seasons are changing, the nights ever fading. It's time we left the ground. Drew with the finest of colors. We were like crayons, never meant to last. Our colorful clothing all washed out. Hope we could find our way out of the monochrome painting on the wall. Our colorful clothing all washed out. We live in gray, dreaming of the colors fading away. Can you see? Can you see? We're washed out. Washed out. We're washed out. We need to turn our pages, sharpen our pencils and start again. The colorful feelings are washed out. Where should we keep our stories? Stories of moments we can't forget. The colorful feelings are washed out. washed out. We're washed out. Washed out.
Thought that I could be without you. Get back to a life that I once knew. But I don't know why I said goodbye, 'cause I can't do this. Every now and then I see you there, dancing on the floor like you don't care. Then your eyes meet mine and both our minds say I can't do this. Now I'm seeing double, 'cause I can take the truth. I think it's time to accept that you'll be mine. And now I'm seeing double, 'cause I can take the truth. I think it's time to accept that you stick to me like Monday. What can do in fun? You stick to me like a clone. I stick to you like Monday. What can do in fun? I stick to you like a clone. But do we even try if we never win? 'Cause I know it's so safe when I touch your skin. So we pretend it's fine, ignore the signs, but we can't get through this. We can keep doing this every time. But now first so much to say goodbye. Show one more time, turn the blind eye, and let's just do this. Now I'm seeing double, 'cause I can take the truth. I think it's time to accept that you'll be mine. And now I'm seeing double, 'cause I can take the truth. I think it's time to accept that you stick to me like you stick to me like honey, and what you do ain't fun. You stick to me like I stick to you like honey, and what I do ain't fun. I stick to you like Who's picking fights again? It's almost like you think you win. Feeling fading, feeling right. It's like you never in my mind. And if I say you'll be broken, think I kill you hurting. Begging, please say you deserve it. And baby, why you think I'm worth it? If I leave, say you'll be broken. Think I kill you hurting. Begging, please say you deserve it. Baby, why you think I'm worth it? wonder why they don't stay. Please tell me why you think I'm worth it.
All right. Good evening and welcome to this evening's broadcast coming at you live from HQ here at the Big British Bucharest quiz offices. Now, adding to my issues here, I thought this might happen. Let's just have a little look here. I just want to turn that off. I'm wondering why our feed is not showing up here. Let's have a quick look at the YouTube feed because it should be on right now. Let's refresh it and see what happens. Right, if it doesn't come up, what I'm going to do is just switch over to YouTube because I'm not going to panic over it. But YouTube chat is live. Please, if you're following us on YouTube, I'm just in the back end whilst I talk to you. I know this is very boring. Let's quickly do that and that. I had a feeling this might happen. Anyway, welcome to those of you that haven't played with us before. There it is. I knew I could do it. Look at me being all technical and what have you. I'm so clever. Welcome to everybody. Can I turn my volume up? Well, me turning my volume up is not going to help you out that much, I'm afraid, Martin. You need to turn yours up as well. I'm talking into a microphone, as you can see. So make sure you've got me nice and loud, nice and clear, so that you can hear what is going on. Welcome to you, my lovely Patreons, keeping our business alive here. I've decided, because it's April Fool's Day, that I'm going to go back to a t-shirt I was given 10 years ago. Look at this, I still get into it just about. I'm wearing this old Quizmaster t-shirt that my mum bought me many years ago. We have a fun yet competitive quiz ahead of us tonight, and things are a little bit different because it is April Fool's Day. Hopefully you haven't been caught out too much today by your friends and family. It's nice and safe at home, isn't it, if you're on your own? But tonight's quiz, slightly different. It's still 50 questions all the way through. We will give you 15 seconds to answer with a 35-second gap in between questions. However, the questions tonight, I've written them in a specific way so that the obvious answer isn't necessarily going to be the correct answer. However, sometimes it might be. So you have to be very careful when you click your answer. Let's tell you what happened on Saturday. We've got 9 minutes or so till we start quizzing tonight. The quiz will start automatically. So yeah, what happened on Saturday? Food and drink on Saturday, our first ever Saturday quiz. And you were all in to try and beat Adi Hadan. And in the end, about 94 or 95 of you did manage to beat Adi. He got caught up a little bit at the end. This was your final scoreboard. It was, unlike our first set of quizzes, it was pretty much a one-way street for the Skinner's Arms, who led almost from start to finish and finished strongly. And took home the top prize from our sponsors, Good Food, winning dinner for 5 days. They're going to win lunch and dinner for 5 days delivered to their home. Jon did really well. He fought off all the opposition to come in second, and he won a day's delivery from Good Food. And Sneaky Vixen there, our friend Raluca, regular at the quiz, she managed to sneak up into the top 5, and she won herself the detergent. In 6th place there, we've got Alex, who won our very first quiz. And, well, you can see how well you're doing there. Bula managed to make a good finish as well in 8th after managing to just miss out on the quiz before that. So let's have a look at a few of you. Here is Natasha. and partner, who were our winners. Natasha Skinner there, well done to you. Enjoying, I'm told, I think it was Clark Cider, was it? You said, or was it Hop Hooligans, one of the local brewers? I know you were drinking that night. And there's a few pictures of some of you enjoying the quiz, including our man Darren there in Australia. He's tuning in tonight. He's already on the live feed. He gets up in the middle of the night, even if he's not working, to come and join us all the way from Australia. And there's my sister, top left-hand corner, with her boyfriend. Hello to you two. Hope you're joining us again this evening. So, yeah, fun competitive quiz this evening, and let's have a look at the feed and see who is here. Right, my other sister is joining us. Hello to Lindsay. Hopefully you've got the twins and Elliot playing along with you. Hi, Vlad. I don't know what you've put on there, but it's tiny and I can't quite see it. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, me. Hi, I'm checking cables. Make any difference? Tell me if the sound just got better for you. Give me in the feed. Is the sound any better for you if I do that? Yes, no, maybe. Check 1 2 1 2. Absolute, much better. Okay, then I seem to have adjusted it, and no worries, Victor. Thanks for getting back to me. Thanks, Julian. Right, good. Okay, so it looks like I've managed to adjust the sound, so it's a lot better for you. Let's show you how you score points this evening. So 50 questions all the way through, one after another with no breaks, just the 35-second gap in between each question. You get 5 points for a correct answer. However, there are some questions that have more than one correct answer. They will have 3 correct answers, and you can score 5 points for each one of those that you select correctly. Beware though, when we hit those questions, and you don't know when they're going to come up, there'll be one near the start, one in the middle, one towards the end. When we hit those questions, if you do tap an incorrect answer, any of the correct answers that you've also tapped will only drop down to 1 point. If you don't get anything correct, you get 0, no minus scores here. And we have a speed bonus of 3, 2, 1. Quite simply, it means that if you are the fastest player on a question, you get 3 bonus points, followed by 2, followed by 1. Sponsor tonight, it's GBR Tronics again. Thank you to GBR Tronics. They are a wonderful gadget store located right in the heart of the old town here in Bucharest. And they have a fantastic online shop as well. As you can see, they've got lots of great brands, including Dyson and Sennheiser. Our winner this evening will win a 200 lei voucher to spend online, or if you want to wait for them to reopen, whenever that might be, you can go in there with your voucher. I'll be sending that to you tomorrow morning. And the runner-up will receive a 100 lei voucher, as I say, to spend online or in person. 5.5 minutes until we start, so make sure you're logged in to myquiz.org so that we can see how many players we've got at the start. At the moment, we've got 127 of you logged in, so we're looking to beat 158, which was the number we had on Saturday. We shall see. You've still got 5 minutes to log in. So the spot prizes to go with your vouchers from GBR tonight are these. Oh, no, that's our winners. Let's go and have a look at our pictures right here. Here we go. So we've got prizes for first and second. If you win tonight, as well as your voucher, you will win that Vinyl Idols Joker, seeing as it is April Fool's Day. It's one of the original Jokers, the original form from the 1960s TV show, the great TV show. We'll give you juggling balls, and we'll give you one of those great little hand buzzer shock things as well. Juggling balls and a hand buzzer will go to whoever is in second, and we will have detergent going to our third place winner. Now, these prizes we will keep in our store until the time when we can get them to you. Even if you're overseas, we'll make sure that we post them to you, or I will deliver them if you're in the UK. I'll make sure that you get them. So there is a prize for absolutely everybody to win this evening. Right, let's have a look at the feed. Right, but Chen, how are you doing, mate? Jingle Money telling me I sound good, but we have no idea who Jingle Money is. Hello to Craig and Sam. Sam is playing down in Brasov this evening. Are you with family in football shirts tonight, or is that just a Saturday thing? Let's go back and have a look and see who else is here. Anna and Dave and Baby are all playing. That's great. Jim from the Netherlands is playing, but I think he's actually here in Bucharest. Who else have we got? So Darren's drinking his tea down in Australia. And hello to Lorena. You were one of the first to join in as well. If you are playing tonight, get busy with the feed, talk to us, and let us know where you're playing from and where you are in the world. On Saturday, we have players in the UAE, in Germany, UK, Romania, and of course Australia with Darren. Hi, James. Hello to you and the missus. Hope you do quite well tonight. So I will just recap. The Skinners Arms, they're the defending champions this evening. They are Jingle Money. Okay, Skinners Arms, you are up for winning Ready to reclaim our spot at 199. Yeah, you've got to do well tonight though, because tonight is a difficult quiz. So touching on that, I will reiterate. Some of you might not even agree with some of the answers that I'll be giving you tonight, but trust me, the correct answers are absolutely correct, and they have been verified and checked. And hello to Matt and Nikki down in Winchester, joined up to date as Patreons. Thank you guys for supporting us. So yeah, be very careful with your answers. The obvious answer might not necessarily be the answer. However, I have dropped a few in there where the obvious answer absolutely is the answer as well. So who knows what you're going to get. Tonight's quiz is very, very different to how it normally would be. We have some exciting news to tell you, but maybe I'll save that until the end. What I will say is thank you for supporting our sponsors on Saturday, Good Food, because you supported them to such an extent, they can't accept any more customers. Their subscription has sold out, which is brilliant. We're really pleased for them, but it means that we can't include them on Saturday as a prize sponsor because frankly, they've got no more room to fit anybody in. They are completely oversubscribed. So thank you so much for supporting them, because we need you to support our sponsors so that they keep sponsoring us. And we do have a new sponsor, which I will tell you about at the end of the quiz, because it is a very, very cool sponsor for Saturday. But tonight's sponsor is GVRtronics. We're under 2 minutes now until we start the quiz, and we have 143 of you logged in. If you haven't logged in and you're just watching me on the screen, please get onto myquiz.org. You will have your code, drop it in, click the button and get in. Charlie and Matt catching up on different countries there. Old drinking buddies of mine. I haven't seen either of you for such a long time because of what's going on. Let me know, has anyone given themselves a haircut yet? I'm not quite there, but I am still growing the beard. I've said I'm going to keep growing my beard until we are allowed into the pubs and clubs to quiz as normal. So I'm still going. Anybody else growing a beard? If so, let's get some pictures. I want to see. Let me know what you're drinking tonight. Let me know if you've given yourself a haircut. Let me know if you've... Matt's going to get one tonight. Good. I want to see some pictures before and after. That would be great. Don't forget, as you quiz tonight, and we do have just 1 minute to go until we start our quiz. If you are quizzing tonight, at some point, try and get some nice pictures, please, of you playing. Show me your setup. Are you playing on your phone? Are you putting me on the TV? How are you doing it? Are you split screening? Just get some nice pictures. And yeah, do I look like a priest with that? I don't know. Maybe. How about now? Is that better? Is that better? I don't know. We've got 40 seconds to go. So remember, it's 50 back-to-back questions, everyone. You get 15 seconds to answer. We've put it back down to 15 seconds, and there will be a 35-second gap in between. We will go all the way through. You will see the scoreboard right here. It will appear in a second. 25 seconds. We're up to 141 players. I have a feeling it might be less tonight because Saturday night is a more popular night for quizzing, but hopefully a few people are about to join in. So be quick. We are so close to starting now. 10 seconds. Good luck, everybody. We are playing for 200 and 100 and the figure, the balls and the hand buzzers. And here we go. We are into our 3, 2, 1 countdown. And the scoreboard has appeared right here. And good luck. Question number 1, what type of animal is a Bombay duck? Is it a duck, a snake, a fish, or a spider? Click on your answer, be nice and quick. You get 15 seconds to answer. Some of these are maybe quite well-known facts that we'll start off with, but there are some tricky ones in here, I promise you. Right, 58.5% of you getting this one right. It's a fish, and it's quite an ugly fish, although supposedly quite a tasty one as well. If you've never seen a Bombay duck, feel free to look one up later on because they're tremendously ugly. It's a big old jaw that sticks out. They're very, very peculiar. So look at this. The Skinner's arms have started where they left off. They got the speed bonus, and they are out in front. Valulu, Hapchu, Selby team and Bula making up our top 5, but that's going to change a lot. Let's have a look and see question number 2. What colour is the black box on a commercial aeroplane? Is it brown, black, white or orange? Brown, black, white or orange. As I say, some of these facts maybe not that difficult. Some of you know these little bits of trivia, but there are going to be some tougher ones as we go into the quiz. Right, so question number 2, your answers were in, and it looks like most of you got it right, 86.8%, knowing it is, of course, orange, because if it was black, it would be very difficult to find. So they make it orange so that in the event of a crash or a crash landing or whatever, it can be found. So we have a new value? You'll have to correct me on that if I'm getting it wrong. Jon in second place, Hapchu and Reluka and Trond coming in with our top 5. Here is Question number 3. In which US state was the American playwright Tennessee Williams born? In which US state was the American playwright Tennessee Williams born? Was it Louisiana, Mississippi, California, or Tennessee? Remember, it might be an obvious answer. It might not. Everybody managing to answer? Looks like we've got over 150 players tonight. Yes, he was born in Mississippi. 50.3% of you getting that one right. And Valelu is still out in front. Thank you for tagging me. It looks like some of you are tagging me on Facebook right now. Take pictures, tag me on Facebook. Let people know that you're playing. We want to get more and more people playing. I'm aiming to get 200 if we can. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, where your friends are. Get them online, get them playing. Okay, let's have a look at question number 4. Gustav Holst's orchestral suite, The Planets, consists of how many movements? Is it 7, 8, 9, or 10? Holst's orchestral suite, The Planets, consists of how many movements? 7, 8, 9, or 10? Take a guess if you're unsure. You can't lose any points in this quiz. Everybody managing to answer, but just 26.8% of you getting it right. It's just 7. Most of you going for 9. But he didn't include Earth or Pluto because it was an astrological piece, as opposed to astronomical. How mean is that? That's the sort of question you're going to get tonight. I can see why most of you went for 9, because back then, 9 planets, etc., etc. So, Valelu is still out in front and building a slight lead there. 17 comes in on 23, Teo, and then Alina, and then Aura. Let's have a look at your next question. Question number 5. Which animal appears on the flag of the Canary Islands? A cat, a dog, a bird, or a fish? Which animal appears on the flag of the Canary Islands? Is it a cat, a dog, a bird, or a fish? Answers are flying in, and everybody managing to answer. Well done. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a dog. The majority of you getting it right, 36.8%. The Canary Islands, I think most of you know this actually, don't you? It's not named after a bird, the series of Canary Islands. It's canary as in canine, and it's named after dogs. So there's 2 dogs, and they're sort of on their hind legs on the flag. Valelu still leading the way, but Savvy team have caught you up by just the 1 point. Hapchu in 3rd, Teo in 4th, and Raluca coming in 5th. Let's see if anybody else can break into the top 5 with question number 6. The kiwi fruit is native to which country? Japan, New Zealand, China, or Australia? The kiwi fruit is native to which country? Is it Japan, New Zealand, China, or Australia? Couple of seconds left to answer, and everybody managing to get an answer logged. The correct answer is China. 27.6% of you getting it right. Yeah, it's the kiwi fruit, and New Zealanders are known as the kiwi. They did name it, but the kiwi fruit itself, the actual Chinese gooseberry, hence the name, is from China. It's indigenous to China. So, did that change anything? Well, not really. We've still got Valelu out in front, Savvy team in 2nd, Hapchu in 3rd, Teo, and then we've got Wall in Oz. I think we know who that might be. Let's have a look at your next question. This is question number 7 of 50. The stadium of which football club can be found on the Fulham Road, Fulham, London, SW6? Is it Fulham, West Ham United, Arsenal, or Chelsea? Yes, I've managed to sneak Fulham into the quiz again, and I make no apologies for it. So, Fulham, West Ham, Arsenal, or Chelsea? Yeah, it's Chelsea. Chelsea are the only team based in Fulham. We're actually in Putney down the road. 40% of you getting this right, and that's closed things up a little bit. Shumi, our sportsman there. Yeah, I'm not surprised you got that one right. You've now moved into the top 5. Hapchu in 3rd, Savvy team in 2nd, but now just 1 point behind Valelu. Matt, I do hope you got that one right. No Southampton questions in here this evening, mate, I'm afraid. Let's have a look at question number 8. If Florida is nicknamed the Sunshine State and California is the Golden State, what is New York State's nickname? Apple State, Empire State, Silver State, or Rainy State? Which one is it? Get your answers in. Everybody managing to answer? And the correct answer is the obvious one. It is the Empire State, as in the Empire State Building, or Empire State of Mind, if you like Beyonce and Jay-Z. 57% of you getting it right. Valelu still leads the way from Savvy team. Hapchu in 3rd. And Isoleta Mabila now coming into 4th. Tied with Teo, but you're ahead on the basis of being quicker on that last answer. Yes, Apple is based in California. That's true. But I don't know what you're getting at. It is in California. Next question. Lots of answers here. Select all of the countries that use the time zone GMT +0, which is the same as the UK. There are 3 of them. Which 3 of those countries have exactly the same time zone as the UK? Portugal, Iceland, Senegal, China, and Fiji. 3 of them do, 2 of them do not. Let's have a look. I will get a quick sip of tea. All right, no catching you guys out. The correct answer was Portugal, Iceland, and Senegal. China and Fiji do not share the same time zones as us, but Portugal, Iceland, and Senegal do. There is a portion of Portugal, the Azores, but they do not, but the rest of them do. Hapchu goes into the lead for the first time. He's got an 8-point lead after that one. Must have done quite well with that question. Valeriu in second, Savvy Team, Shumi, and Drama King coming in now into the top 5. Let's have a look at your next question. Question number 10. In which Italian city or town was Leonardo da Vinci born? Vinci, Pisa, Verona, or Florence? Drink your tea. That's good tea. Time is up. The correct answer is A, Vinci, as in Leonardo of Vinci, or Leonardo from Vinci. Just 23% of you getting it right. Lots of you thinking that he was born in Florence, although lots of his work is exhibited in Florence. He is Leonardo from Vinci. 23% of you getting it, and things have tightened up a little bit. Hapchu still leads the way, but just by 2 points now. Savvy Team in second. Valeriu dropping back a little bit in third. Drama King and Raluca tying for fourth. Drama King is just in front on the basis of being quicker on that last answer. Question number 11. First letter question, please. Bangui is the capital of which Central African Republic? A, B, C, or D? The correct answer will begin with A, B, C, or D. Bangui is the capital of which Central African Republic? And everybody managing to answer. The correct answer is C. Clues in the question. It is the Central African Republic. C for Central African Republic. There will be a few tricky, simple, stupid questions in here tonight, just like that. 62.4% of you getting it right. And welcome to Velvet Cupcake coming into the top 5 for the first time. Followed just ahead of her, sorry, is Drama King, Savvy Team, then Valeriu and Hapchu leading the way. We move on to question number 12 of 50, and here it is. What was the Dutch painter Rembrandt's first name? First letter, please, of his first name. What was the Dutch painter Rembrandt's first name? What was the first letter that it begins with? What was the Dutch painter Rembrandt's first name? RSVP are your 4 options. The correct answer begins with one of those letters. And 47.7% of you going for R, which is correct because Rembrandt's first name is indeed Rembrandt. Rembrandt Harmoenzoon van Rijn. Yeah, Jim, you like that one? Now, Jim, tell me you got it right. I put a Dutch question in there just for you. I know the last time I did a Dutch question, I managed to spell it wrong, and you were mortified by it. But yes, Rembrandt's first name is indeed Rembrandt. Moving on to question number 13. Hapchu still leading the way on the scoreboards. This is question 13. Which of the Beatles had the middle name Paul? A, B, C, or D? Just there on the picture. A, B, C, or D? Which of the Beatles had the middle name Paul? Was it A, B, C, or D on that picture? And everybody managing to answer apart from 2. Okay, you've got to be quick and get your answers in. The correct answer is A. That is Paul McCartney. His first name is James. It's James Paul McCartney. James Paul McCartney. Most of you went for that one, actually, but lots of you went for John Lennon. No, it's not John, I'm afraid. But yeah, Paul McCartney's middle name is Paul, and he had to change his name, like lots of people do in the entertainment industry, because there was already another James McCartney. Right, let's have a look at your next question. Question number 14. In ancient Greek, the word idiot meant anyone who wasn't a what? They weren't vegetarian, they weren't politicians, they weren't farmers, they weren't landowners. So, in ancient Greek, the word idiot meant anyone who wasn't a what? Vegetarian, politician, farmer, or landowner? 37.7% getting it right. It's politician. Yeah, so the politicians basically said, if you're not a politician, you are an idiot. Bless them. Aren't they lovely? Did that affect the scores? It did indeed. Savvy Team going into the lead for the first time, knocking Hapchu down into second. Valeriu is still there, hanging on in third. Drama King is in fourth, and Shumi returns into the top 5 with 70 points. Just 6 points separating our top 5. It's very close. Question number 15. Canada's capital city, Ottawa, stands on which river? The Thames River, Ottawa River, Yukon River, or Saskatchewan River? Which one of them is it? Canada's capital city, Ottawa, stands on which river? There's a nice picture of it. Everybody managing to answer, and the correct answer is the Ottawa River. Just about half of you getting it right, 50.7%. Yes, it stands on the Ottawa River. They are all rivers that are found in Canada, though, the Thames, the Yukon, and the Saskatchewan. But the Ottawa River, it runs directly through Ottawa, hence its name. Hapchu leads the way. However, it's now a tie at the top with Savvy Team. Nice and close. Just 1 point behind them is Valilu, Drama King in fourth, and Sylvie Lee coming into the top 5 for the first time. It's a non-trick question, Matt. Question 16, true or false? Ants can survive in a microwave because they are small enough to dodge the rays. If you have time, feel free to throw an ant in the microwave, ping it on and see what happens. Can ants survive in a microwave oven? Let's have a look and see what you decided. 23.4% of you getting it right. It's true. Yeah, lots of you thinking that that's not true, but I'm afraid it is. Yeah, they're so small that the rays just completely dodge them. They can bounce around and they will survive. And I take it back. Whatever you do tonight, please don't go and microwave ants or any animal whatsoever. If you do, it's got nothing to do with me. Shumi is now in the lead, but it's a four-way tie at the top on 81 points. Unbelievable. Next question. Look at that man. By what name is he best known as? Joe Extreme, Joe Bananas, Joe King, or Joe Exotic? Not a trick question, but he is a fool. I think we can agree that. Everybody managing to answer. If you haven't watched it yet, Tiger King on Netflix. It's fantastic. Half of you getting it right. That is Joe Exotic. I won't let you know. Did anyone see that little fly? Unbelievable. I won't tell you what happens in it, but it is astonishing. Half of you getting it right. Valelu goes back into the lead on virtue of answering that question faster than Sylvie Lee. Shumi, Drama King, and Hapchu are tied in third place, joint third place. I make them up, Camara. I literally write the questions myself. Question number 18. Which Google service was initially dismissed as a joke when it launched on April the 1st, 2004? Gmail, Google Earth, Chrome, or Google Drive? Gmail, Google Earth, Chrome, or Google Drive?
Sure, but your phone has to be...
I've got my Google Assistant coming on as I asked that. That was really embarrassing. 31.2 of you, 2% of you getting it right. Now, I would have gone for Google Earth myself, but that's incorrect. It was Gmail. Nobody believed that Google were launching an email service. Google Earth, I feel like that is the thing. If someone said to you, you can just look at anywhere on the Earth on a website, I would have taken that as a trick. But no, Gmail was the correct answer. Valelu goes back into the lead now, tied with Silver Lee up there, joint first on 85 points. 19. The French often stick paper cutouts of what kind of creature onto people's backs on April the 1st? Pigs, fish, goats, or monkeys? Pigs, fish, goats, or monkeys? Everybody getting their answers in. Just 16.9% of you getting it right. It's a fish. You cut out paper fish and you stick it onto people's backs and then you run away going, Poisson d'Avril. Which is April Fish. I don't know why they do April Fish, but, you know, we'll find out. If you're crashing, it's not from my end, I'm afraid. It might well be my quiz. I have spoken to them today, and they are going to make sure for our future quizzes that they put some more bandwidth to us to make sure that we are not crashing. But it's not from my end, I can assure you. Let's have a look at your next question. Question number 20. According to Social Security data for 2018, 13 children in the USA were named what? Kylo, Arya, Thanos, or R2-D2? Genuine question. Ridiculous answer. Everybody answering. It's Thanos. There were genuinely 13 children in the USA named Thanos, and as if that wasn't bad enough, there were 251 Kylos, 2,545 Arias, but there were no R2-D2s because the Americans say that you cannot have a number in a name. So R2-D2 would not be allowed. But yeah, there were some children named Thanos. Shumi leading the way with Savvy Team. 2 players on 85 and then Mihai on 83 just behind. Thank you. My French accent, yeah, what can I say? Which of these can be classed as a herb? A banana, a coconut, an apple, or a lemon? Which of these can be classed as a herb? Banana, coconut, apple, or lemon? One of them is... I have got a French name, haven't I? So, you know. It's a banana, quite simply because the banana tree is not a banana tree. It's a banana plant, and it's a herbaceous plant, as in herb. So the banana can be regarded as a herb. The coconut can be regarded as a fruit, a nut, and a seed, I think. Apples and lemons, they are fruits. 14.3% of you getting it right. Shumi still out in front with Savvy Team tied with him, but Shumi, you are leading on account of being faster to answer. Andre, Valelu, and Silver Lee make up our top 5. What is the collective noun for a group of parrots? A cackle, a joke, a pandemonium, or a fool? Question 22. What is the collective noun for a group of parrots? Cackle, joke, pandemonium, or fool? It's a pandemonium of parrots, 36.7% of you getting that one correct. Most of you went for a cackle of parrots, which sounds nice, isn't it? Cackle, isn't that hyenas? I could be wrong. I think it's a cackle of hyenas. Savvy Team now ahead of Shumi because they answered that question faster. Silver Dot Lee behind by just 1 point. Delia Martin on 89. We're waiting for our next question. Keep tapping away. In which city would you find Europe's largest roundabout? In which city would you find Europe's largest roundabout? Paris, Berlin, London, or Madrid? Paris, Berlin, London, or Madrid? Your answers are in. It's Paris. Yeah, it goes around the Arc de Triomphe, and it's a really cool fact in that as soon as you hit this roundabout going around the Arc de Triomphe, your car insurance is not valid. So if you run into someone or someone runs into you or whatever happens, your car insurance on this roundabout is not valid. 45.9% of you getting it right. And Delia and Martin, I think it's Delia and Martin, are now in the lead from Savvy Team Shumi, Valelu, and Silver Lee, who make up the top 5. Let's try another question, question 24. In South Korea, there is an emergency number 113 that people can call to report what? Traffic, UFOs, public nudity, or spies? Why would you phone 113? Well, you would phone it if you suspected spies. 26.2% of you getting it right. Yeah, they have a hotline to report spies. Shumi now back in front by 1 point. Silver Dot Lee, 95. Just behind Delia and Martin on 94. Mihai, welcome to the top 5, as is Slippery Jack. Welcome to the top 5. You are up into the top 5 for the first time. This is a very close quiz tonight. Let's have a look at your next question. This is number 25 of 50. We're almost halfway. There is an uninhabited island in the Bahamas known as Pig Beach, which is populated entirely by what animal? Pigs, rats, crabs, or penguins? Pigs, rats, crabs, or penguins on Pig Beach? Which one is it? Everybody answering the correct answer is pigs. And half of you did not go for it because I'm managing to fool you. 51.7% getting it right. Yeah, it's where they swim. You may have seen the images of the crystal clear waters and these beautiful pigs that swim around in the sea there. And that's why they call it Pig Beach, because it's lots and lots of little pigs who live a very content live. Silver Dot Lee into the lead, Delia and Martin in second, Hapchu back into the top 5 with Drama King and Shumi just behind. And here is question number 26. Multiple answers select all of the events that took place in 1990. The first McDonald's opened in Russia, the first ever web page went live, the FIFA World Cup was broadcast in HDTV, World War II officially ended, Justin Bieber is born. 3 answers are correct. 3 of them happened in 1990. And you will not believe this, McDonald's did open in Russia. The FIFA World Cup in Italy was broadcast for the very first time in Europe in HDTV, and World War II did officially end in 1990 because of the reunification of Germany. They were able to then sign the treaty to end the World War that most people think finished in 1946 with the surrender of Japan. It actually officially finished in 1990. Bieber was born 5 years later, and a tricky one, the first web page was 1 year later. Question 27. In November 2000,
2013, which movie became the last ever DVD to be rented from a Blockbuster store? Final Destination, End of Days, Gone in 60 Seconds, or This Is the End? Which of those movies was the last ever one to be rented from a Blockbuster store? 32.2% getting it right. This Is the End is the correct answer. You can actually see them handing it over. I think it was Hawaii. I could be wrong. I think it was in Hawaii. This Is the End. Rather apt DVD to be lending out. Silver.Lee leading the way. Shumi in second place. Drama King in third. Delia and Martin still hanging around in fourth. And Hapchu makes out our top five. This is a very close quiz this evening. We move on to question number 28. How many nostrils does a human have? Is it 2, 3, 4, or 5? How many nostrils does a human being have? 2, 3, 4, or 5? Tap, tap, tap. And all of your answers are in. Now, believe it or not, it's not 2, it's 4. You have 4 nostrils. You have 2 that you can see, and you have 2 that are sort of here, and they connect down into your throat. You genuinely have 4 nostrils. And only 8.6% of you got that one right. Most of you think you've only got 2, but we've all learned something, right? Silver.Lee leading the way on 110. Shumi in second place. Drama King in third. Raluca getting that one right and moving it into the top 5. Radu, I promise you, you have 4 nostrils. There's going to be more questions that you argue about. You can Google it all afterwards. Next question. Which bird lays the smallest egg for its size? The chicken, the hummingbird, flamingo, or ostrich? Radu, you might well be a doctor, and I advise you to Google how many nostrils does a human being have. See what the answer is. The correct answer is the world's largest bird, the ostrich. The ostrich, 55.4% of you getting it right. Yes, they do lay very, very big eggs. However, they are very, very big as well. So 55.4% getting it right. And Drama King, our first ever winner, is into the lead on 111, just ahead of Silver.Lee on 110. Shumi is still there on 108. Raluca 105 and Hapchu 103. If any of these questions are confusing you, I'm happy to post links to prove the answers tomorrow morning, no problem at all. Question 30. How many galaxies are visible from Earth with the naked eye? 4, at least 4,000, at least 400,000, or at least 4 million? 4, at least 4,000, at least 400,000, or at least 4 million? 38.9% of you getting it right. Yes, 4. There's just 4. The Milky Way and Andromeda are visible if you're in the northern hemisphere, and the large and small Magellanic clouds can be seen in the southern hemisphere. 4. Yes, so he's back again. So yeah, there's just 2 really if you're in the northern or southern hemisphere, but from around the Earth you could, in theory, see 4. Shumi back in the front with Drama King just behind on 111. Let's have a look at your next question. Champagne was invented in the mid-17th century in which country? France, England, Argentina, or Spain? France, England, Argentina, or Spain? Where was champagne invented? With the fizzy bubbles. Everybody managing to answer, and this is going to upset the French. It was in England. We invented it. We took this very boring, normal wine from the people over in Champagne. They sent it to us and we carbonated it and turned it into the drink that we all know and love. We did that 17th century, and then, I'm sorry, Julien, but at least you're backing me up. The French then created what they call Brut Champagne in 1876, but they did it just to sell to the English. So yeah, champagne is an English invention. Which of these snakes is poisonous? The horned viper, the Japanese grass snake, the king cobra, or the black mamba? Which of them is poisonous? It has an AOC now, but it didn't when it was invented in the 17th century. So there's only one on there that's poisonous, and it is the Japanese grass snake. 12.8% of you getting it right. The others are venomous. There is a difference between being poisonous and being venomous. If you chose to bite into a Japanese grass snake, you would not come away well. You would die because it is a poisonous animal. The others are venomous. It means that they need to bite you and inject venom into you. So the horned viper, king cobra, and black mamba would be wrong. Slippery Jack is now into the lead. Drama King in second, Silver.Lee, Shumi, and Raluca making up our top 5. Question 33. What's the name of this famous statue located at Piccadilly Circus, London? What is the name of this famous statue located at Piccadilly Circus, London? Cupid, Eros, Icarus, or Anteros? Answers are in. The correct answer is Anteros. Just 10.7% of you getting it right. Even if you ask people in London what it's called, they will probably say Eros, but it's not. It's his brother. It's Anteros. And you have to be a proper Londoner to know that. But now we all know it, so that's got to be a good thing, right? So yeah, Anteros, did that change anything? It did. Silver.Lee goes into the lead from Slippery Jack, Drama King, Raluca, and Shumi still in the top 5 on 1-1-3. Next question is question number 34. How did Roman emperors order the death of a gladiator? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up or thumbs down? How did Roman emperors order the death of a gladiator? Let's have a look. Right, most of you went for thumbs down because you've seen the film Gladiator, but no Roman emperor ever did the thumbs down signal. It just wasn't something they did. If they wanted someone to die, they would give the sign of the sword. If they wanted someone to live, they would sheath it and hide it. That is sheathing the sword. So it was the director of Gladiator saw a painting which was inaccurate, and he took the image of that guy giving the thumbs down, put it in the movie. It's wrong. Well done if you got that one right. Just a quarter of you getting it right. 35. What was introduced into the game of basketball 21 years after it was invented? A ball that could bounce, backboards, the three-point shot, or a hole in the bottom of each basket? A ball that could bounce, backboards, three-point shot, or a hole in the bottom of each basket. One of those was introduced 21 years after, and 46.9% of you recognising it was a hole in the bottom of the basket. They played the game for 21 years before someone said, shall we put a hole in the bottom of the basket? Because up until then, they literally had people that would climb ladders and get the ball out and hand it down so that you could carry on playing. Some bright spark had the idea of actually cutting a hole in the bottom of the basket, and thus that was the game that we play these days. So well done if you got it right. Silver.Lee in the lead from Raluca, Slippery Jack, Drama King, and Bula back into the top 5. Question 36. In total, how many muscles are in one human finger? How many muscles are in one human finger? 4, 3, 2, 0. 4, 3, 2, 0. Answers are in, and there are no muscles in a human finger. 52% of you getting it right. And if you really don't believe me, just try moving your fingers and look at your arm, and you will see the muscles moving in your arm. The muscles in your arm power the tendons in your fingers. So yeah, 0. 52% getting it right. And Raluca goes into the lead for the first time tonight. Silver.Lee in second. Slippery Jack in third. Drama King and Bula make up our top 5. Still 14 questions to go, and there will still be one with multiple answers, but let's have a look at question number 37. What creature has the largest brain in comparison to its size? Ant, elephant, dolphin, or human? What creature has the largest brain in comparison to its size? Answers are flying in, and everybody's answered. The correct answer is the ant. Just 21.6% of you getting it right. An ant's brain takes up 6% of its body. Now, if we had the same, our heads would be 3 times the size that they actually are. 44.6% of you thought it was a human, but it's not. Slippery Jack goes into the lead from Raluca, Silver.Lee, Bula, and Drama King. They're our top 5. They're changing places repeatedly. There's just 6 points between first and fifth. This is a really close one tonight. Let's have a look at your next question. Question number 38. In the series of books by Ian Fleming, what is James Bond's favourite drink? Whiskey, vodka martini, champagne, or beer? Whiskey, vodka martini, champagne, or beer? What does he like? Now, this is going to upset a lot of people, but James Bond's favourite tipple is whiskey. 16.7% of you getting it right. In the books, he drinks it 101 times. Champagne, just 30 times. And vodka martini, he only asked for 19 times. There's no beer mentioned in the books, but his favourite drink by far is whiskey. 74.7% of you getting it wrong. It's not vodka martini. According to the books, Bond's favourite tipple is a whiskey. Raluca leads the way from Slippery Jack, Drama King, Silver.Lee, and Bula. Those are our top 5 as we go on to question 39. Flamingos are pink because they eat a lot of what? Crayfish, shrimp, salmon, or algae? So what do they eat that turns them pink? Crayfish, shrimp, salmon, or algae? Answers coming in. The correct answer is algae. Lots of you going for shrimp because that's the urban myth that they eat shrimp and they turn pink, but it's just not true. It's algae that they swallow. It's called blue-green algae, but it can actually turn things pink. And that's what these guys do when they're sifting food in their beaks and when they're drinking water. They do swallow a lot of algae and it turns them pink. Raluca leads the way from Slippery Jack, Bula in third, Drama King in fourth, and Silver Dot Lee in fifth. 6 points still separating the top five. And here is question number 40. Where do Panama hats come from? USA, Panama, Mexico, or Ecuador? There's Meghan Markle wearing one, in case you don't know what a Panama hat is. But do they come from the USA, Panama, Mexico, or Ecuador? Everybody managing to get their answers in. And if you've ever been there, you will see lots of people wearing them in Ecuador. 56.7% getting it right. I can't tell you why they're called Panama hats. I know there's got to be a reason. You can go and research it yourselves later. Let's have a look at those scores. Raluca now has a 3-point lead from Bula. Drama King in third, Silver Dot Lee in fourth, and welcome back to Slippery Jack, who is back into the top five. We have a 9-point spread over the top five. It is a close one this evening. We move on to question number 41. How many legs does an octopus have? 2, 4, 6, or 8? How many legs does an octopus have? Answers flying in. 2, 4, 6, or 8. The correct answer is 2. They only have 2. The other 6 are arms. They're actually known as arms. So yeah, 2 legs, 6 arms. And if you watch them in the wild, you'll see why they are referred to as having 2 legs and 6 arms, because of the way they work with them. Bula knew that one, and he has gone into the lead. Drama King in second, tied with Raluca, but he's ahead of Raluca on the basis he answered that question faster. Silver Dot Lee and Slippery Jack are our top 5. Can Bula finally win one? Let's have a look at question 42. Which of the following could best help with a jellyfish sting? Seawater, milk, fresh water, or urine? Seawater, milk, fresh water, or urine? Which one of those would you want to put onto a jellyfish sting? Answers are coming in. The correct answer is seawater, and only 3.4% of you went for it. Most of you said urine because you've watched Friends. It is a complete myth. Never pee on yourselves if you get stung by a jellyfish. Use seawater to try and wash it off, because there will be unfired venom cells attached to your skin. Fresh water can activate them and make it a lot worse, and urine contains a ton of fresh water. You can drink it to survive in the desert, but don't pee on yourself. It's going to hurt. Seawater is the answer. Next question. What is the word for the fear of heights? Aerophobia, hydrophobia, acrophobia, vertigo? Yeah, why did Mel B pee on Bear Grylls? It's completely wrong, Christian, I promise you. Don't do it. Don't get stung in the first place. There's the moral. The correct answer is not vertigo. It's acrophobia, 48.7% getting it right. Vertigo is the medical condition, basically when you're drunk, you know, where everything is moving, but you're not. That is vertigo. So after you've had a few beers and you start getting the room spinning, you're suffering from vertigo at that point. Aerophobia is flying, and hydrophobia is water. Just 1.3% of you thinking it is the fear of water. Acrophobia is the fear of heights. Bula still in the lead, but it's just 2 points from Raluca, Drama King in third. Next question. The majority of the River Nile is in which country? Egypt, Sudan, Ethiopia, or Uganda? The majority of the River Nile is in which country? Egypt, Sudan, Ethiopia, or Uganda? Answers coming in. Well, it's associated with Egypt, isn't it? But that is the wrong answer. The correct answer is Sudan, and the vast majority of it is in Sudan. Some people suggesting that when Mel B peed on Bear Grylls, that was foreplay. This is family show, guys. Come on now. Ugh. Where are we? Bula still ahead. You got that one right, and you got a speed bonus. So you now have a 5-point lead over Raluca, with Drama King, Slippery Jack, and Silver Dot Lee still in the running. We have 6 questions remaining. Here comes another one. This is question number 45. In terms of fatalities caused, what is the most dangerous sport in the world? Golf, javelin, archery, kite flying. One of those is the most dangerous sport in the world, but which one is it? Golf, javelin, archery, or kite flying? Answers coming in, and the correct answer is kite flying. Kite flying, it's so dangerous it is banned for all but 15 days a year in Pakistan and India. It's all about trying to take other people's kites down. So you, on the strings, you cover them in metal and glass and horrible things. People get decapitated and all manner of nastiness. Yeah, so kite flying. Golf. How do you die at golf? I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, doesn't matter. Bula still leading the way. Raluca in second. Drama King in third. Slippery Jack in fourth. And Silver Dot Lee, you are in fifth. This is a close one. You only have 5 questions remaining. Let's have a look at your next question. Oh, the server's holding up. Don't worry, it's going to pop up for everybody. If it says it's paused, don't worry. Here's your next question. True or false? In 1976, Nadia Comaneci became the first gymnast to score a perfect 10 at the Summer Olympics. Was Nadia the first gymnast to score a perfect 10 at the Summer Olympics? True or false? 96.7% going for this, and I just upset the whole of Romania by letting you know she wasn't. 3.3% of you got it right. There was a guy called Albert Sequin of France. He got the first ever perfect 10 in vaulting in 1924. Don't worry, if the server went down, it went down for everybody. We're all back again. Well done to Bula, who got it right. Raluca, you're in second place. Drama King in third. Slippery Jack and Silver Dot Lee making up our top 5. Let's have a look at another question. What is the most common metal in the human body? Iron, magnesium, strontium, or calcium? Iron, magnesium, strontium, or calcium? Answers coming in. The correct answer is calcium. It might not feel like it's a metal, but of course it is. It's an ion. 35.1% of you getting it right. It resembles aluminium when it's in its purest state, and it's around a kilo that you have in your body, 2.2 pounds of it. We are getting towards the end of the quiz. I appreciate it's glitchy. I'll talk to the My Quiz guys tomorrow. If the server goes down, it goes down for everybody, not just you, so don't worry. The next question is coming up. Bula still leads the way. We have 3 questions remaining. Bula, Raluca, Drama King, Slippery Jack and Silver Dot Lee. Here's your next question. This is question number 48. Which of the following would you not want to drink? Horse milk, buffalo milk, yak milk, or reindeer milk? Dana, you're wrong, sweetheart. Feel free to Google it at the end of the quiz. Right, the one of those that you would not want to drink is yak milk. A yak is male. Don't milk a yak. Yeah, all of the others are female, and you'll be perfectly fine to drink their milk. Yeah, yak is the male. The female is called a dree or a knack. So if anybody offers you yak milk and it is on sale, it's wrong. They shouldn't call it yak milk. You do not want to drink milk from a yak. It's not milk. Calcium is absolutely a metal. By all means, go and look it up later. You're welcome to look at it and see if I'm right or you're wrong. In Frank L. Baum's The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, what colour were Dorothy's shoes? Were they gold, silver, blue, or red? Exactly. It wouldn't be on the periodic table if it wasn't the metal. Let's have a look. In the books, they were silver. 21.9% of you getting this one right. They became ruby red because of glorious Technicolor. When the film was made in '39, they wanted to show as much colour as possible, and silver just wasn't good because they had always had greys and silvers and blacks and whites. They wanted something bright, so they changed them from silver to ruby red. So yeah, silver. Now we go into our final question. It's Bula's to lose here. This will be a multiple answer question. Good luck. Here comes your final question this evening. Select all of the actors in the list that have played the Joker in a TV show or movie. There are 3 of them. Mark Hamill, Jared Leto, Jim Carrey, Jack Nicholson, Robin Williams. Answers coming in. The correct answers here are Mark Hamill, who voices the cartoon version of the Joker, Jared Leto, who was Joker in Suicide Squad, and Jack Nicholson, one of the best Jokers ever, who was in Batman, the 80s movie. Jim Carrey and Robin Williams, no. Riddler and should have been Riddler, those 2. Right, that was your final question. Let's have a look at the final standings this evening and see who wins. Bula, well done, mate. You've made up for 1 week ago where you dropped out right at the end. Drama King winning another prize. You are our second place Winner, you go home with 100 lei. Well done. Raluca, brilliant effort tonight. Your best results so far. You are in third and you've got detergent. Well done, you. Our top 10 was rounded out by Silver Dot Lee on 175. Alina T, you came in on 169. Slippery Jack, 161, Velvet Cupcake 159, Giannina Dunker 158, Mihai on 155, and Yon, who was second on Saturday, you've come in 10th. There is your top 10. Well done to you if you won a prize. We will return on Saturday to do this all again. I am having a conversation with the guys in New York about my quiz. So if there were problems with the server tonight, rest assured our internet strength here is perfectly fine. I'm not sending the quiz to you from here. You're obviously playing it online, and so the servers that they hold is presenting the quiz to you. So I will talk to them and find out if there's anything more that we can do. But just make sure when you are playing that the only thing that you're using is, you've got minimal devices connected to your internet or whatever. Do whatever you can to try and make things a little bit easier. But look, I hope you enjoyed this evening. We will be back on Saturday, as I say. I don't think we'll do a theme on Saturday because we kind of themed it tonight. We'll just go with general knowledge, okay? Oh, there you go. Sam's helping you out a little bit there. Thank you for your kind words. We do appreciate it. Now, remember, we do want some pictures. If you haven't taken a picture, take a picture now of you playing or enjoying yourselves, and let us know how well you did. And let's tell you about Saturday. So Saturday, when we play along, same time on Saturday, we will have a new sponsor, and it is a group of restaurants that are going to be looking after us. So if you win on Saturday night, you will receive a free 100 lei voucher to order food from one of the following restaurants. You can order from Karishma, El Torito, Sentani, Duna, Banju Jack, or Manet. These are 6 amazing restaurants. They've come together and they are going to give us a free 100 lei voucher for the winner. There will be a 100 lei voucher for the runner-up, and all you've got to do is receive that voucher, phone up one of these restaurants and order, and they will deliver free 100 lei or 100 lei's worth of food to your home. That's not bad, is it? That sounds pretty good to me. So that will be on Saturday night. Thank you so much. We love your feedback. If there's anything that didn't work, tell us. This is a work in progress. We just want to try and keep you guys happy and entertain you as much as we possibly can. I will say one other thing as well. We have got a corporate event that we're doing tomorrow because somebody saw it and they've hired us to do a corporate event for them. And we're very open to doing other corporate events or events for organisations or birthdays or anything. If any of you want a private quiz with me, then just hit me up, let me know, and we'll talk about it and see if we can do something for you, because at the end of the day, I'm here to try and help out as many people as possible. So yeah, if you want a private quiz, just let me know. Drop us a line at quiz@mojomusic.ro. We will be posting pictures on our Facebook page at Big British Bucharest Quiz either tonight or tomorrow morning. Thanks so much, guys. Stay safe, and remember, stay at home.